This is a 2019 Mercedes AMG E63 S 4MATIC Plus. Starting from the outside, the car looks magnificent, especially the front. New lines on the bonnet, and it looks good because that's the first time on the sedan they implemented such a bonnet. We used to see that on the Coupe. The second feature are the new LED lights, specifically for the E-Class. There's 2 lines now. For the S-Class, 3 lines. For the C-Class, 1 line. The second and most apparent thing is the 27mm wider arcs. Those fenders are really good to look at. It makes a lot of presence, but the reason for that, they want to accommodate the larger track and the new tires from Pirelli P0 to 65/35 in the front. This model still have the twin blade, like jet wing, basically radiator grille, and I think it's still great. There's the black aprons here in the front. Front splitter is great because it needs to accommodate and channel more L to the engine. This is a very big engine and needs to be cooled down. There's a nice slip there in carbon fiber. V8 bi-turbo 4MATIC Plus, arrow-shaped signet in carbon fiber here, because we have the carbon fiber package 1 and 2. Give us the carbon fiber, on this front splitter. Give us the carbon fiber on the mirrors. They give us the carbon fiber, the side vents and the side skirts, all in carbon fiber. Nice line there. Typical E-Class from the side, not really much difference happening, but I think it looks very elegant because everything's in black, The tires are massive, 21 inches as an option. I think the S, it comes like that. There's 19 and 20 on the regular and 20 and 21 on the S. They're finished in black, dual spokes each. They look beautiful. Those are the performance ones. Regular brakes ventilated, and the caliper in red, 295/30. 21 inches, of course, 265/35. Massive tires. There's a central lock as well as an option as a Mercedes, and it looks beautiful. From the back, I know that Mercedes-Benz, they tend to have similar designs from CE and the S-Class. I know some people, they say that the lights are small. They're not small. I think they look great. They laminate very high. There's crystals there, and they look fantastic. AMG logo, nice inserts in chrome, E63 S patch, huge carbon lip there, and it points outwards. It serves a purpose to channel the air and to put the car on the ground for more traction. AMG performance exhaust on each side. They're quad-like, like squarey. There's AMG logo on each. It's nice crafted. I know some people, they say they are fake and stuff like that, but it doesn't really matter, guys. Who cares about the exhaust if it's coming as from the downpipe or not? As long as the sound is there and the outer exterior part, which serve a purpose in case of accident, and changing the parts will be easy. So how does it feel to drive this E63 S? Man, the power in this car is like no other. And the 4MATIC Plus, it makes it so much fun to drive, so much grip. It's a very intelligent system. We store distribution between the front and the back. It depends on the power slip and needs as well, so it makes it really strong system. There's 3 main settings that you want to drive this car, basically Sport, Sports Plus, Race Mode. Also you can put the individual mode, so you can configure everything the way that you like it, based on your preferred settings. So now I'm driving in sports mode. The car is a bit more aggressive. It's using mostly the 8-cylinder, because when you have it in eco and comfort mode, sometimes the cylinders will shut off for fuel efficiency and stuff like that. It's a good feature to have comfort and sport, because at the beginning or when you're starting the car and the car is cold, you put it in sports mode, so you don't really use that crazy power of the car. But when the car is warm, you put it right away in Sports Plus. That means everything is going to the sporty setting except the traction control. The valves are open, the engine in dynamic mode. Everything is alive now. The car is angry. It just sounds brilliant. 620 brake horsepower and 850 Newton meters of torque. 3.3 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometer or 0 to 60 miles. So the power is there and the torque starts very low. The car kind of revs up to almost 7,000 RPM. It's just impressive, really, guys. Much power. There's no other car I've driven so far. It gives me that thrill, you know, that excitement. Even the M5 was so good, but I think this one is better. I know it's not fair enough, because the M5 that I drove was just a standard, not the competition package. But this car eventually have more power. On the track, I think the M5 is a bit faster. I'm not really sure about that. Let me know in the comments below. The ride control is fantastic. In sports, you have it in Sport, Ride Control Sport, Sport Plus. It goes to Ride Control Sports Plus. There's still configuration for this car, you know, which is nice. I wish only the steering wheel, there's a button here so you can configure like the M cars. But you can configure the transmission to have it manual to regular. The suspension, the exhaust note. At any time you can turn it on and turn it off. You know, this car sounds like Spitfire, you know, angry V8. And believe me, guys, there's so much, you know, isolation in the car because of the thick glass, the sound isolations from the back and stuff like that. But if you put the window down, and we're still in Sports Plus, listen, second gear. Listen to this with race mode. Exhaust even more open. It sounds even better than Sports Plus. I mean, why wouldn't you want to have it in race mode? Just be careful, you know, drive safely and put it in race mode. Woo! 160 in just half of this run, guys. The power and the noise is fantastic. Say the 9-speed SpeedShift, MCT automatic, everything with AMG, the names are just so long. It's really good compared to the dual clutch on the previous C63. I think with this new transmission and the E-Class, of course, it's much better. Ready? 170. As I was saying, the gear shift is much better because it have like multi-clutch system with this automatic gearbox, you know. It's such a new technology. The car is not light, guys, 1890, but you don't feel it much. I was expecting it's gonna be heavy and stuff like that. It's not. It's very nice, balanced. You know, the suspension is air suspension. Also, they are using the AMG, you know, sports or performance suspension all together. This is something I would like to discuss with you guys. What do you think about the performance? And the new shape steering wheel, it's so good. It's thick. There's Alcantara on the side. It's straight here, you know, like in a restaurant, but I think it works. The pedals are in chrome. They are fixed on the steering wheel though. I don't know like why the Germans, they do that. Not like the Italian, they put it on the column. But anyhow, it doesn't make a huge difference. That's fine because I'm happy with the pedal shifters. They have, you know, I don't think they have revised one. That's the same one we had a couple of years ago. They're all made from chrome. They're clicky and they're really good. Brakes are great. Those are the performance brakes, not the ceramic. You can get the ceramic if you want. I don't think they're worth it if you're driving on the road. Thank God for those AMG performance seats because they hug me in. And the coolest part about them, that they have all the functions that you want: ventilation, heated, massage, everything you want. You can adjust the lower part, the front part. You can even adjust the side bolsters. They have lumbar support, the whole combination, you know. I think the other company should learn from Mercedes AMG how to make seats without compensating any other option, you know, when you have the full package. This performance exhaust, it bangs, it just makes amazing sounds in upshifts and downshifts. And you don't have to go high like other cars in order to hear the exhaust, guys. You can hear it even low from almost 2200 RPM. As soon as the torque have its full power, you can hear the exhaust rumbles. It's such a deep V8 muscly noise that now I really understand why a lot of people love this car so much. This is my first time I drive this car, and man, I just absolutely adore it. Overtaking cars is just fun. Driving is fun. If you just want to cruise in the morning going to work, you don't want to go crazy, put it in comfort mode. You want a little bit more sport, put it in sports mode. You want to go a little bit faster, go sports plus. You want to have fun and you're awake, put it in race mode. Because believe me, you'll never get bored from this car. I was looking at every minute, every second just to stay in this car and keep driving and driving. You know, I just don't want to let it go. You know, I don't want to get outside the car because it's just so much fun. Oh wow, what can I say? You see, now even race mode, I'm not pressing, the car is quiet. You can shut down the exhaust. It's a bit quiet. If you put it on, much more intense. I believe when you put it on, they will channel more noise coming from that, you know, sound enhancer thing. But it's not like this car is a fake noise. I'm gonna show you again. I put all windows down this time. Second gear. It's insane. Amazing. I mean, this is one of my favorite engines. We all were very worried at the beginning when AMG announced that they're gonna downgrade their engines from 6.3, 6.2 to 4.0. But man, they know how to make the engine sounds good, and the V8 always gonna sound better than the inline 6 or V6. There's no argument at all. So much grip, unbelievable. I love it, man. You know, downshifts, brakes, grip, sound. It's, you know, I think AMG again, they are really getting closer to others, you know, in terms, it's not like they were bad or something. They always had amazing cars, but it's more about now the full package, not just the engine and the noise. Driving this car is a pleasure. It's more connected to the driver, you know, and it have all the Mercedes stack plus AMG extras on it, even from the interior. If I have almost $200,000 right now, and they gave me a choice between this and the other Ferrari or Lambo, I will get this. Why? Because the power is almost same, or even this one have more torque. It's a 4-door, it's a luxurious car. It have even much more tech from the inside, and it's much more comfortable and easy to live with all the different cameras, you know, and the assist, you know. Yes, the supercar, they're gonna be faster and all of this, and they're gonna look crazy on the road, but do you really want to get a supercar just to put it in your garage? Can you take it every day to work? No, you can't. Okay, so what's the point? If you just have one car like me, I would love to have one car as a daily driver. I own the M4, You know, this could be, you know, my next car. You never know. There's something magical about this AMG cars. And now with this new generation, let me ask you this question. This is for you guys, you know. I think the AMG cars are on the right track because they're getting closer to the M cars, you know what I mean? AMG tend to even make the Mercedes regular cars, you know, just not so good. In a good way, of course. I mean, the performance seats that I mentioned while driving, they're perforated, soft leather, you know, stitch as well. I like the combination of the black and the brown here. You can heat them pressing this button, you can ventilate them, you can control the other one. There's 3 memory seats, everything adjusts here, so you don't have to look for your seat settings. I love this part of AMG and the Mercedes in general. The door handlers are great, lock and unlock, all the different settings and the buttons. The position maybe, I wish it can make it a bit lower, but I think it's fine. Because it has such a long bonnet, I tend to see the bonnet all the time while driving, and this bonnet looks very aggressive with this new shape. New steering wheel is so beautiful, grippy, it's a very good size, flat bottom. I love the 2 spokes in silver, high quality materials, everything in silver. The pedals great, the functions and the buttons layout is so easy. The only complaint that I have, I mean, that gear shifter, it's been designed the same way since years, man. And they already put it in all different cars. I mean, for God's sake, Mercedes, try to make it nicer, more elegant. This is so much more expensive than the regular C-Class, and the regular C-Class have the same gear shifter. It doesn't make any sense. Always have the gear shifter in the middle. I know they need to have the different dynamics and design, but try at least to make it better from here, since you already changed the steering wheel and the leather and the Alcantara on the side. There's nothing to complain about. Handrest is nice, soft leather. You don't really care that it's not adjustable because it's very wide, and you can put your hand all the way in or out, and you have enough space for both. When you press here, there's a nice space. There's 2 USB, you can put the SD card, and there's a nice compartment. Look what I put, guys. Sunglasses, GoPro, everything is here. So size is beautiful. To start the car, there's start-stop engine. Even the lights, they illuminate in nice fashion. AMG, everything goes to the position that you have as a driver as you set it. Interior is amazing, guys, because now they integrated the 12.3 inches from the S-Class, and they put it in the E-Class, even make it better because it's split by a nice lines there. So it's basically not just like 2 screens. It's just like looks like a one big large screen. The quality of the screens and display, they are fantastic. At night or day, they're very visible. They don't reflect too much. That mouse here you see on the right is control the right screen. So just a touch one, so you can scroll left and right. Very easy. You have media, telephone, in-car office, connect drive. You have the apps, the links, Apple CarPlay Auto, vehicle. So seats, driver seats, you can control the settings from here and you can see them at the same time. Climate control, energizing comfort, it's a nice function because if you have refresh or you know you want more oxygen, you want to feel cool, even you want to exercise, it helps. So let me put it as refresh. You can see the AC is more loud now, everything goes, you know, in the highest settings. I don't know what the car does apart from the AC. You can press home here using those buttons next to the touchpad and the knob that you can scroll in and write. You cannot write on the knob, you have to write on the touchpad. There's there are shortcut buttons below, navigation, radio, media, telephone, hazards. All the AC buttons are here. They're very nice quality. I love the AC vents, how they look and designed. The GWC clock there. To close the vents, you just press these knobs here. I love the dashboard, how it's all flat, soft materials, carbon fiber, huge carbon fiber trims. And this part is a bit hard. I don't know why they don't have it in leather. AMG cup holders. You know, I think you can get an ashtray here as an option. And on the left bottom of the car, you have the mouse to control the display. If you press home, you can go to AMG performance. So you can see the boost, G-force, the boost with different settings that you actually have right now that you're driving. It's so cool. You don't have to press to see, and it doesn't show you just here, it shows you here. The head-up display, you can change the position to make it higher. The brightness, I put it the highest, level 5. Display content, you have different display options to see on the screen. I think this is the coolest because it shows you everything, I think. Last but not least, the design. You can have it in sport, classic. I love the classic, look at that. Even the carbon here, it looks like fake, you know, like we all had it. Super nice. And the last one is the progressive. Here you have the different driving aids. You have you know, steering wheel, lane assist. You have the parking on and off, the head-up display to turn it on and off, as you can see. This is the blinds in the back, and this is to raise the car. That button to change the different car settings or dynamic select, as we all know that. The back button, the home button. You have the volume knob and the exhaust button, which is so nice. Anytime you can turn it on and off. Auto on, stop on, the parking assist here. And it's so cool because even while driving at lower speed, you can enable it. You have the different front angle, the wide and front, the back, bird view, everything. So it looks very good. This button here to put in manual mode, so you can shift yourself. And the suspension button, when it's off, basically is in normal mode. And you have the ride control on as sports. If it eliminates once, twice, sport plus. Traction control off, on, or sport. This is the touchpad, we all know that. I'm not gonna speak about it, guys. Here we are at the end of this video, guys. What do I think about this car? Of course, I mean, what can I say? It's one of the most exciting car that I've ever driven, and probably it's one of the best, if not the best, sports sedan, you know, on the market. Between this and the BMW M5 competition, it's a personal choice. Both cars are fantastic. I think this one is a bit more luxurious, more power, more sound. BMW is a bit more connected though, a bit more sporty. But today we have the AMG, so I'm gonna give it to the AMG. AMG have done a tremendous job. Well done for this nice car. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, share it. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and I'm gonna see you super soon.